I don't have the patience for this anymore. That's part of why I don't really like play this game, and that's why I said like the series is supposed to end on Friday, so that's why I said I'm just like gonna oh, that's after my next game. Okay. That's that. That's that. Oh well, did the private part thing. Complete. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Um. And now I can't upgrade my friggin' 3-point because I spent about 400 to 500 upgrading my free throw. And the 600 I get immediately from doing this would have been to upgrade my 3-point. So that's why I said I don't have the patience for this game anymore. I had it in the beginning, but yeah. The fact you don't get a single white, I'm happy with that. But that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. Yep, got the money for it, still can't afford it. And then you said... Nope, I don't see it. Zach LaVine is in here, but not... Oh, wait, Hollis Jefferson? Is that his whole name? Yeah, it's still not here. Don't see it. These are in alphabetical order. So maybe it's one of the numbered ones now. I'm already hurt Trey Burke isn't in the game. If Hollis isn't in there, I'm going to go on a mental breakdown tour. Yeah. I don't see it. It might be a numbered one though. Like they did revamp it. So it might still be there. It might just, you know. But yeah, that's why I said, you know, I'm probably going to extend the 2K session for about 2 weeks, maybe 3. So that way it'll give me enough time to get my overall up and, you know, be a 99 basically with all the badges in the correct locations and stuff like that. So to give this game a real chance, in order to see if it's worth playing, you know, longer.
I love being ready to top shape and just come out, shot out of the cannon as the season got started.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then there's John Wall. And it's T in at the 2-guard spot. Possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And so he draws the foul.
No, Trey Burke can't get a chance for me.
Ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
George hits them both. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package. The hard work on the offensive glass, you can see the
and yeah, I can use other jumpers. I don't need Bert, but it's my day one. Day one is mucho importante. Interesting.
First quarter of play, a minute in.
Wrong button.
Here's Leonard. Here's T. No good on the three. And here's Johnson. Vassell outside. Here's Pirtle. Wall covering. Got a hand on it. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep it.
He told me to guard him.
And so it's San Antonio with it. And it's Burke missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's T, defended by McDermott. And the jam.
Nice block. Thank you, sir.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Johnson. Here's Burke. Takes it inside.
Speaking of Trey Burke, there he is.
Clock at 6. Johnson against Leonard. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And down it goes.
I'm already heartbroken.
Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Count it.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer. And tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor. They're catching the lead pass at full speed. Terrific anticipation. And the delivery on time, on target.
Here's T in the game against Houston. Very impressive. George, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Vassell passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead
Want to see the jumper?
With perfect timing.
I could probably try to get him switched. Well, I can try and guard him and then let him shoot.
To the paint.
I can probably
Here's
do that.
And George with the jam.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm trying to do that.
It's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup.
He's not switching.
It's tipped. All sorts of time. And there's
They want me to switch quick, but they don't switch.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Back to George. And the jam by George.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Burke. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Oh, there it is.
Takes the
there it is. Still the same. There you go, easy.
Pretty much.
You missed it? Here. Oh, I miss it. Oh, okay.
Not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Down low. Here's George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. George has got 12.
That jumper was so easy to time.
In his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his
because you're used to it.
Johnson inside. George defending.
And when you think of
I was telling Eve yesterday, I haven't seen any flagrants this year in 23. I've seen some really hard fouls that look like flagrants, but I haven't seen any flagrants this year.
Johnson was part of that U.S. team that
Throw
played
it.
in
Throw
2021.
it.
Yeah, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, BA, I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer.
I'm going to check
He was a
something
great
after this
addition
game,
to that
too.
team as well.
Here's Burke.
I'm going to check something.
Now here's Johnson. Pirtle with a screen on George. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Give him 8. The Clippers trail. To the inside.
Lost my takeaway. Because the big had intercepted.
Now McDermott. He picked up 10 in his last game. Fires the 3.
Probably doesn't even have it.
They get the rebound. Takes a 3.
This is what I mean. I don't have the patience for this game anymore. Look, this is what I mean. I don't have the patience anymore. I don't have the patience.
Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got his second bucket on the night.
Hang on the rim too long, you get a tech. Yep, they showed that off before the game came out.
Defense that next trip down.
Back to George.
Yeah.
And the jam by George.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
This is how they get you,
Burke.
man.
Leonard defending and out of bounds.
This is how they get your money.
Los Angeles will have it.
Because it would be pretty much at this point where some BC would be bought.
Los Angeles
I have
has
4
gone 1 for
builds.
3
Can you
from
imagine?
beyond the arc.
$400? Can you imagine?
Here's T. He's guarded by
Can you
Vassell.
imagine?
And a foul called on the way up.
Because one
So-
build to max it out is basically $100 of worth of VC. Did you see the new Modern Warfare 2 mechanic that you can 3-peek on a wall? No, I don't even know what that means, truthfully.
Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever going to.
I played the beta over the
Roby
weekend, too.
checked in for McDermott. Pass to Roby. Here's Burke. Wall covering.
To me, at the end of the day, it's COD, but it did look a lot
Here's
cooler.
Burke. Off target with the 3 for Los Angeles. They've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. The 3, George.
See, you see how, never mind.
On San Antonio. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell against Wall. Pass to Burke. Puts up a 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's T. Here's George. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're not
You hang
messing
on a
around.
wall.
5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
You don't put your head above the
Shot
wall,
is
but you
good.
can see
When
everything.
they get their opportunity to
But
punch it
people already
inside,
made that
they
into a
don't
meme.
hesitate.
And
The Clippers have got 8 out of 12 shots
Yes,
to fall.
yeah.
Pass to
Oh,
Lillard.
that's what you're talking about. I've seen people hang on the wall like it was Apex.
Here's T. He's guarded by Vassell.
I've seen
To
that.
the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Shot at somebody who was doing that.
Earning his money on the interior
Yeah, it was a
tonight.
decent. It was a
That's
decent
nice
little.
move.
I only played it one time this weekend.
Here's Burke.
Not like one
6
game, but
points for him.
one session. I
Outside
guess.
Johnson.
I played like 4 modes.
Pirtle with a screen on
Of
Leonard.
it.
6 on
Wasn't
the shot
bad.
clock. Johnson. And there's another one for the
COD
score.
won't be the same like the old days. Nothing realistically will, man.
Johnson's gone 2 of 4 shooting.
Nothing will. You saw the change
Here's T.
Assassin's
Here's
Creed
George.
made.
And the
You see
jam
what
by
Dying
George.
Light is becoming.
BA,
The only thing that's holding
Ferocious
the only thing
all
that's
the way.
holding
Man,
true
that
is
was
like
good.
things like Destiny, because they started off as one way and maintain that, you know? Don't forget Minecraft, that's a good point. Well, yeah, Yeah, well,
Johnson and Pirtle, the big
Minecraft
man.
did it in a
Then there's
way
Devin
that I
Vassell,
respect.
and it's
They
Primo
came out
in
with
at the
different
two.
games
That's
to
who's in
give
the
you a
game
different
for the
experience.
Spurs.
They didn't try to force it
Inside.
down your throat.
The basket
Like the
drops,
game
and
that
he
you
gets fouled on
played all the time is now this. Like that's not cool.
Tremendous
That's not
athlete,
cool.
Takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
That's not cool.
All right, guys, some
Like they
stats
have
here, the
Minecraft
scoring
dungeons
breakdown for the
and you know,
Clippers.
if you
They've done a
want
great
to
job
play it a certain kind of, like if you
facilitating
want to play
shooters.
Sky
The early game has seen
Factory,
a lot
you have to
of high
download
passes.
mods in order to do it. Like it's a
Defense
process to
guessing
do
as
it.
well.
It's not
The attack can
it's
come
not
from
the
a lot of
original
ways, either
game.
execution
You know, like they
or
made
by just
updates to
getting
the
on the
original
bounce and
game, but
driving
it
in.
wasn't
That's
like
where they've been very
game
effective
changing,
at.
if that makes any
Here's
sense.
T.
In a bad way. It was game changing, but not in a bad way.
George banked it in off the glass. George has got 26 points.
D2 is basically going back to
defense just
D1
falls
stuff,
apart
but
once the ball
updated.
goes inside.
Yeah.
Pass to
Yeah, and
Vassell.
in Minecraft, you're allowed to play any version of Minecraft you want it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of, like, just forcing it down your throat and, like, hey, this is the game now, it's like,
Here's Primo.
like,
Ball covering.
come out with a different series for those who don't want to play like that.
Pointer. And they get it back.
Don't come into this paint.
Here's
I told you
Primo.
not to come into this paint.
No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Here's T. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Communication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
I still have to purchase
Here's Primo.
Minecraft on PC.
10 points
What would
in
be
his
the
last
point?
outing.
Like, what would be the benefit? See, I'm just saying, if the Xbox
Pass to Pirtle.
If the Xbox to PC for BO2 I still don't have it, and it's still expensive. It's on my wish list,
Got 10 points in the game.
but it's expensive.
He knows he can
It's still
make
like
this
$50 or
shot.
$60,
Clearly,
dude.
there's no indecision
I'm not
from
opposed
there.
to a Black Ops 2 zombie stream.
Knowing yourself, it allows him to shoot.
If I want to get enough people that we can play, what's that mode? What is it called? Is it called Grief? What is it called? Is it called Grief? Where it's like an 8-person zombies, but it's a 4v4 team. You're just gonna let them run over me and then shoot. You're just gonna let them run over me. That's awesome.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft.
I saw
goes
Black
some of
Ops
those
in
elite
store for
prospects.
$2.99 here.
That's 10
What
straight
store?
points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
I got Black Ops
Primo.
2 on PC. Never touched it though.
It's hauled in by the Clippers.
When did you get it?
This game following their win against the Rockets.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And there's the
Multiple
basket.
stores. So it's not the Xbox store.
Under the line for one. McDermott's checked in for San Antonio.
Just
And
been sitting
Leonard
in my
no good
Steam
on that.
library
You know,
probably a
one
couple
expression
years,
you
collecting
hear from
dust.
A lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
For San Antonio, they've gotten only 3
This
of 9
was
attempts to fall in the
$2.99.
second. Vassell outside.
Second hand
Pass
76.
to Johnson.
That's
By
already
Pirtle.
a
Let's go with a three. And Johnson is good for three.
I think
Johnson's
Black
got
Ops
6 in
3
the quarter.
Zombies is the best
Easy
though.
look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the jam by George.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points.
Is that the
moves on.
one
Now here's Johnson. He had 9
with the
points
Tigers
in his
and
last
everything?
timeout.
Or is
Back
that
to
Black Ops
McDermott.
4?
Here's Vassell.
Hold on. This is 4. So that 4 is the one I was thinking.
Off flying with a three.
So what was
The
3?
Clippers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. T with a bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They
don't remember
really
3.
emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Primo. Wall covering. It's deflected. George against Vassell. From 9 feet. And another dime for him.
That makes 15
Still have
assists.
Black Ops 3 on
He has
disc. I
been
just
one
noticed.
step ahead of
Take
the
a
defense
picture of it,
all
easy,
game
like the
long.
disc, and just send it to me. I don't remember. I can't picture Black Ops 3 in my head right
Points in
now.
the game. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Zubats. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 13-5 run. T, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So
Also,
maybe
Advanced
just a
Warfare,
step too far.
Infinite Warfare.
Now here's Johnson.
Those were a different zombie
He's looking
experience.
pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's T. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 9.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here.
The Spurs making a change here. Burks checked in. Rondo, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Vassell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise
Oh,
up
it's
like
a double-double.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
That
No
dude.
question, he is elite. Allie. Thank you.
Okay. That was the okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
I see
he'll
where
be
you're
the one
coming
to
from.
do it.
I see where you're coming from.
And the ball out of play.
That
The
was.
Spurs
I mean,
Looked like a simple play.
I like the. Yeah. Okay. I see where you're coming from, bro. Yeah. That was definitely a good. That was a nice
He's
one.
feeling
Too.
it tonight.
Black Ops 4 took a turn. It was still playable in terms of zombies. It did take a turn, but I see where you're coming from.
Fellas, was it ever a goal of yours? And coming back to tonight's game and the first half, glad you could join us.
PG has 32 points. Three wasn't bad, but it wasn't better than 2.
And as we dive into
To
the
some
second
people, it
half,
was.
We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2.
To some
so
people, it
far,
was.
it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he played
24.
Such a
Crap.
smart first half. Maximizing
I need to
his
score without them
opportunities
scoring.
offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Then there's
I need
Paul
them
George,
not to shoot a
Then
3.
there's John Wall, and it's T
That's what I need
in
not
a
to
2-guard. Shot clock at 5.
Because I could
Pass
sim
to
out.
Johnson. Here's the
He's
3.
off.
And it's the Clippers
No.
with the rebound.
John,
Zubats
no.
has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
We can sim out after this possession.
Here's T to the middle. Here's George. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Crap.
George has got 34.
He's played a huge
Oh,
role
wait, that's
in this game
16.
to
I'm
this point, but
stupid.
It looks like he just wants more. He wants
I'm
to make
stupid.
sure
I
that this
can't count.
lead holds up.
Here's Burke. And the 3 off.
Bro, you just...
And the Clippers have possession. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game marks the start of a 4-game
Body him.
homestand for the club.
Thank you.
Here's Leonard. And it falls all over the rim and in. Leonard's got 7.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless
Was Black
basket
Ops
inside.
Cold War, The Last
Pass to
Zombies? No,
McDermott.
they still have no. Oh yeah. If you're talking about the most recent,
Here's
yes.
Pirtle. And Wall pulls
Yes.
it down.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses
Yes,
here
that is correct.
on these possessions.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50%
It's
for his
21.
career. He has decent form.
Yo, what I
so
might
there
try to
some
do is
hope for
get Need for
improvement.
Speed Underground
Here's
2
Burke.
on PC.
11 points in the
They
game.
have a lot of older games. Like,
McDermott with a
in
screen
order
on
for me to
Leonard.
do
Here's Johnson.
the Sniper
Plenty
Elite
of
series that I
contact
wanted to
on that
do,
shot.
I had to get the first one on Steam because nowhere else has it.
Man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Vassell outside. Lets the three fly. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
I would
All right,
still
after
play
4
$60
misses,
for
they
Black
finally
Ops 2
get one
today.
to go.
I
That has to be a
most
big
certainly.
relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
T with a bucket.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now here's Vassell. 12 points for him. Pass to Johnson.
Don't let him hit
From
that.
outside the arc. Paul George pulls down the board.
20 points.
George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Burke. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's T. 18 points for
hit
him. They set the screen. Launches it. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Vassell. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Down low. George against McDermott, and it goes out of bounds. Last
Y'all see what I have to
touch by
deal with?
George.
This is why this is
The Spurs have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's Primo. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 7.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's T to the middle. And the jam by George.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in
Call
playmaking.
me a
It makes you
point guard.
move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Yep, that one's good.
Where was the D on that one?
I'm
Just
shooting
too
my
easy.
point guard.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's T. 18 points for him.
I was waiting for Zubac to move. He was moving so slow.
And he lobs it up. And George with the jam.
If it
Great
works,
timing
I
there.
have so
Paul
many
George
options
rising up,
for other
collecting
old
the
games.
ball and
Right.
throwing it down.
Right.
Here's
You
Primo.
just let them
He's
run
got
over you.
9.
Like, what the?
From
I
behind
couldn't
the arc.
move. Couldn't
Nails
run
it
back
from
to him
beyond the
because,
arc.
you know, holding
Good
left
play
trigger
call and good
apparently is a bad thing on
execution. The
defense.
offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to T. Back to George. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense. He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Here's Burke.
Put my hand.
Oh, and he got
Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I love competing against his teams.
Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And of course, they exemplified the toughness and character
I just
of
looked.
their
I have
leader, Coach Pop.
And so it's San
all
Antonio with
the
it.
COD
After the Clippers
games
picking up a basket just a moment ago.
from COD 2
Pass to Primo.
to Modern Warfare 2019.
And misses it off the
Nice.
right side of the rim.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just
Why did you
shouldn't miss
step
that.
back?
Here's T.
I'm gonna go at Burke because he's small.
Back to Wall.
There we go.
Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Wall's
BRB gonna shower, gonna try to be quick. You're good, Froach. You know, if you don't, make it back, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
and
Appreciate
the
you being
Spurs
here.
with some changes. Roby, he's checked in for Pirtle. And it's Bates
I'm
Diop
hungry.
in for Primo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Morris, he's checked in for Zubats. Here's Burke.
Pineapple on pizza. Look at
13
this guy.
points in the game. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's T. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bates Diop. Here's Burke. Crafty move. No good off the back of the rim.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Why is it?
A challenging stretch here for San Antonio. Now here's Johnson. And D's right on him.
That's a great pass by Roby, just strong, and he keeps scanning the floor to find someone open.
Here's T. Drops in the 3. He's got 21.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Here's Burke. The 11-footer. Here's Sohan. Leonard defending. Fires it from 18. And it's Burke missing.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
T, no good. Well, the Spurs shooting about 40% so far in the third. George over to help. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Here's T. He's got 21. And the big finish by Wall.
They really slowed down
Getting
TV
up
jumper.
and finishing with muscle.
No.
Love seeing Wall
What
attack
you-
the
what you're
basket with
seeing-
ferocity.
Is what everybody has to deal
They
with.
set the pick.
Every
wing on the
single
left.
person. Every single person.
Left side Johnson.
That's the 4th time they done that.
And he's going to the line for 2.
If you watch, is 2K Labs, they did a video. They did a video on shooting.
Just done a great
And
job.
basically, the way that this is why I said I don't care for this game like
Called
that.
by the Clippers.
He holds it way longer.
And
I'm
the
trying
Spurs
to
with
tell you.
some
I'm trying to tell you
changes.
what happened.
Vassell comes
So
in for Bates
basically,
Diop, and Burke
They
is
did a
subbed in
video
for Johnson.
where 2K, the way that they decided to make
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
shooting harder is they added
Here's T.
randomness to it.
Inside, George. And the
They added randomness to it. Meaning, what that means is, in any given situation, in a catch and shoot situation, you could realistically have 2 to 3 different releases. Your jumper can be normal, it can be faster, or it can actually be slower.